There's the chopper.
Oh, my
TC's got a new chopper.
It's a drone.
Listen, that chopper, man.
Wow.
Your caller number 2. Try again.
Is that Nick? What's going on?
25 years.
Can you believe it?
You know Drew.
Yeah, Drew. Sure.
I was on before you.
With Ken.
Yeah.
For how long?
I'm trying. I want to say I started in 1988.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
87 or 88.
Geez. Wow, that's a long day.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Is that Trudy?
Yeah. TC. How you doing?
Hey, baby, how you doing?
Mark's here. I know you talked to Mark many times.
I used to dial up the phone, put you on hold.
And then pick up and go, I don't think they're going to get to you today.
How many times do we make you late for? Who was after us?
I know Cleveland was for a while.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
I even gave you guys like this big buffer, It's like, because we always went long anyway.
Yeah.
But then it just got more and more like, oh wow, we just now play commercials because we're way behind.
Oh, we got way behind. Oh, you know what? I was looking up Drew, by the way, your son Drew.
Uh-huh.
And this is driving me crazy because I remembered you had built that indoor basketball gym. And I remember you talked about Drew's basketball all the time. I didn't even know Drew was a baseball prodigy. I thought he was a basketball guy.
Well, he was good in both, but I built that basement. The one that I built in the early 90s was a smaller indoor gym. But we always hit baseballs down there. I always had some kind of net set up and stuff like that.
Oh, man.
And then I built a house later that I built this pretty good sized gym that
Oh yeah,
they ended up featuring on HGTV.
Oh.
We saw it online. It was quite a story.
Yeah. And so but it was funny because Drew was like 14 or something, and they did this story, and Mike Rowe was the host of the show.
Oh wow!
And and they show him throwing in this pitching tunnel that I designed. And they said, Mark's son, Drew, is a good baseball player. Hopes to, keep improving or something like that.
Yeah.
Pretty fine. And, he's on there and he's got braces. He's like, my friends come over and play. And it's a lot of fun.
No, when did did he play high school basketball?
Yeah.
And he was a big scorer, wasn't he?
Well, he was pretty good, yeah. But, at that point, I always said that when he was born and I saw that he was white, he was going to be a baseball player.
Was he recruited for? I know he's drafted out of high school.
He's drafted. I saw 34th round out of high school, but then he was picked 10th.
He went to Stanford. Was he recruited for basketball at all, or just baseball?
Yeah, he had a couple things, letters and stuff for basketball, but he didn't play basketball his senior year of high school just to concentrate on baseball. But he would have been a really high pick out of high school, but he had indicated that he was going to go to college. So, nobody wanted to waste a high pick.
Really? And you want him to go to college, or he wanted to go to college, or both?
I mean, it was kind of both. Although, once then the Yankees took him, and
Wow.
and it was like, so you're going to college, right? Yeah. Because when you let everybody know you're going to Stanford, a lot of teams they just totally back off. But the Yankees, took a flyer. It's like, well, because then the draft rules were different, so you could pay anybody anything. And so they called and they said, well, we'll give you first-round money to sign.
Wow.
And so, that went all the way kind of to the deadline, but it worked out great. Yeah, then he was 10th overall a couple of years later.
And now you must be having a blast with this. How many games do you go to a year?
None.
What?
You do too.
No, I don't.
You don't go to games? Was he
No,
getting
I
nervous?
can't stand it.
Really?
Yeah. It's just it was
bad parenting.
I went when he was with the Nationals and they would come into and we lived in Indianapolis. Then I'd go to Cincinnati and St. Louis. And, maybe go to D.C. once a year, but when you go on the road, it's really bad. I mean, people sit around you just killing them.
Oh, yeah.
And
well, being a closer, too, it's not exactly a low-pressure part of Major League Baseball.
Yeah, and that's kind of what, still be careful what you wish for, because that kind of, it's just taking the fun out of me. The anxiety of hoping he does well is just overwhelming, So,
well, he's done pretty well. I know he's had some ups and downs, but God, he's had some great years.
Now, did you name him after Drew?
Of course, Trudy. Come
yes,
on.
even though I didn't know it.
I knew you would.
I sit there. It was. Let's go back to that cheat '87. I said, what's a great baseball name? And I just started flipping through the record books from Virginia Tech, and I said, "Wow, look at that!" I did name him just Drew, not Andrew, because I always, I just liked the name Drew, and I always wanted the whole thing of, well, they're not booing, they're saying Drew. So,
was it why anyone named Lou? I don't even get that.
Yeah. That's easy to do.
It persists.
It's easy to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of years ago, I wrote an article for Sports Illustrated online somewhere. I mentioned that. I got more email from people. It's like, you didn't really do that. I'm like, yeah, I did.
Well, but Mark, you've been out of television and you did the lottery thing for a long time in Indy too. But you've been retired for 5 years.
Yeah.
I'm stunned by that. Now, I know you were doing great. You had all these radio jobs. How many? You were on 5 or 6 stations, right?
I think 10.
Oh, that many?
Yeah, I was doing 10. I remember mid through the late 90s, I had 14 jobs.
Holy! Wow. Was it hard to be an because you were a sports anchor, of course, in Indianapolis? Was it hard to do the anchoring job with all these part-time jobs, which paid pretty full-time money, by the way?
Well, you know how much I was making at Riff?
It was pretty good, though. Yeah. For a half hour a day.
But I was making 3 times that in Milwaukee.
Oh, really? Riff was...
yeah.
Riff was...
Really?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway.
Bob and Brian, right?
Yeah. Huh. But...
God, did they do any work?
What'd you ask me? I got carried away with...
Well, if it was hard to do your full-time job when you had so many...
Well, it was actually not that tough because... except for sleep. But, with the TV sports, I didn't have to be at work till like 2:45 or 3. And then what I actually did, excuse me, I had it in my contract that I could go home for dinner. And so I would go home and I'd play with Drew every night and then put him to bed and then go back into work and do the 11. And then, get up at 5 o'clock the next morning. So it was a really short night. I had very precise sleeping patterns, but it really was so much fun to do those call-ins.
And did you do them from home? I always wondered that.
No, I went in every morning because I was on the Bob and Tom show.
Oh, that's right.
So,
where's the Bob and Tom show at right now? I've heard weird things like one of them isn't even in the show anymore, but it's still the Bob and Tom show. Sounds familiar?
Yeah, Mike Clark could not be reached for comment. Yeah, it's Bob and Tom, but Bob is retired.
Okay.
So it's the name of the show stayed the same.
Does everyone know that Bob retired?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought maybe there's like half the audience didn't realize Bob was gone or something.
Well, that depends on their blood alcohol level. But.
Yeah.
The new guy changed his name to Bob. So
that'd be the way to do it. Is there a new guy?
Well, they hired a new guy recently. I think I don't live there, and I don't get up and listen to radio anymore. So I don't know, but they hired somebody. But he's more of a sidekick type guy. I think it's primarily Tom and Chick and Christy.
No, is Tom the kind of guy that will do this till the end, till he can no longer?
I think so.
Okay. Well,
yeah. And I applaud people that want to do that. I just never. I just was always working. I was working as much as I could because I knew there'd be a day that nobody wanted me to do anything.
Well, yeah. You put about.
That's the nature of our business.
Yeah. Well, you put about every 5 years, you put 10 years into. I mean, you were working like a mad dog.
Yeah.
Right. I get up in the morning.
Yeah.
But that show, I mean, Bob and Tom has done so well, and I know they got 1 million affiliates. And do they still have all the syndication and stuff?
Yeah, I'm not sure how many stations they have, but
yeah, because I haven't heard of any let up in that show. I mean, it sounds like it's as successful as it always was. It's just
yeah. Weird. I think it's turning on.
Well,
I did that show as well as all the call-ins until I took the Fox Sports Radio morning show somewhere around 2000, I guess.
Yeah, I'm looking at the affiliate list here. It's pretty lengthy. Do you miss
so
it
I
all?
did that. That's when I pretty much. I still would I was doing it out of that building, but I didn't do as much on the show as I used to then. I kind of backed it off, and then in 2005 I went to XM and did the MLB Network.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we heard you.
Morning show.
We heard you on the. Yeah, we used to pick you up, and you were pretty much doing your thing. Did you do many characters in that? Because I didn't never heard enough to know.
No, I didn't do any.
Nothing really. Couldn't talk to yourself.
I just wanted straight baseball.
Wow.
I was on with Larry Boa and Buck Martinez.
Oh, cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Good guys?
Great guys.
Well, I will say this about that, as far as I'm not wanting you to do the characters. We posted on social media, of course, that you were going to be on today, and there seems to be some kind of crazed and wild enthusiasm to hear certain people, well, virtually everyone in SkyCrib. So I hope you got a couple voices left in you.
I got... first let me ask you this, Drew. Why are you so hard to get a hold of? I tried I left you messages at the radio station, never called me back.
Really?
And I tried emailing you a couple different times. And
True.
I know. It pains me. It pains me because I know what you're saying, but I never got a message, honestly.
Well, here's what sucks. I was in Detroit for the All-Star game.
Oh, in 06?
And then for the World Series. And so I was like, I go see Drew.
It's probably my fault.
Yeah, those lousy producers, man.
Yeah.
I'm surprised the hotline wasn't the same number.
Wow,
was it three? Was it?
I wouldn't think.
Was it the 399 number?
That was
to
the
bitter end.
forever.
I think, yeah, but does Mark keep hotlines?
No, well, we always called to him.
Yeah, that's true.
Man, you know what? I still have that nightmare of trying to get through to one of the stations and I can't, or that it's like 9 o'clock, and I realize I've spaced calling all of them.
I'll tell you, my nightmare was that those Bobby Knight touch tones we're going to miss.
Oh, those are so perfect.
God,
Yeah, I can't. I couldn't do that on cell. So.
Yeah.
We had the old touch tone phone there, and it was, boy, I had that rhythm down.
You did. No, you never, I don't recall ever hearing the better part of a swear word. And so many times, especially with Bobby Knight. And, we thought we had all the characters done. We were talking about it yesterday. Well, Bobby Knight, Keith Jackson, Marge Schott, Lou Holtz.
Marge is my favorite, yeah. Hi, honey.
Do you remember, this would have been, at some point, who would be the radio and TV critic for the Free Press, like in the mid-90s?
John Smintek, I believe. And Bob Talbert too. Could have been Bob.
It may have been Bob Talbert. That kind of rings a bell. But Fred McLeod was doing sports, and so one day, he goes, "Hey, T.C. Hey, T.C. I need to call you later today."
That's pretty good.
So okay. So he calls me and goes, "Hey man," and Fred was doing at the time the Pistons TV.
Yeah.
Right.
And he was on, I think Greg Kelser was doing color.
Mm-hmm.
So he calls me and goes, hey man, it's Fred. Hey, we're gonna play in Indianapolis next week, and Kelser can't be there. You wanna do color? So I'm like, yeah, okay. Great.
God, you have Fred's voice down, man.
So I do the 5, I do the 6, and then I'm doing color for the Pacers-Pistons game at 7. So, it's kind of a typical mid-season NBA game. And all of a sudden, Fred goes, "Hey, Coach Bob Knight joins us. What do you think of this? What do you think of this game, Coach?" I said, "Well, you people are really nice to have me here, but quite frankly, this just doesn't quite have the atmosphere of college basketball. Of course, I'm sure you know a hell of a lot more about the game of basketball than I could ever know." And so Fred's doing this whole interview with Bob Knight during the game. And so the next morning in the Free Press, it's this article from whoever the TV critic was that says, "Wow, that Fred McLeod handled Bob Knight in an interview like no one ever had. He was getting congenial comments from the IU coach and da-da-da-da-da."
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
What a compliment to your impersonation, though.
Yeah, no, that one was really, Bob Knight was right there, dead on. I mean, I was a big Keith Jackson fan, but Bobby Knight was stellar.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'd forgotten about that. So when I was trying to find your phone number a few years ago, that article came up in a Google search.
Oh, wow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Funny. God, that's hilarious. How ridiculous. It's probably one of the sports media guys.
You avoiding me, Drew, has paid off.
Now, I would think, did Bobby know that you did that in person? I mean, could you, I'm sure, cross paths with him?
Oh, yeah, I used to have to interview him.
Yeah. Did he know that you did the impersonation of him? Did he have any clue?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did you ever interview him in his voice?
Yeah.
No, I'm stupid, Trudy, but not,
I find it hard to believe that he would like anyone doing him, but I don't know.
With the expletives, yeah.
As if he gave him an edge. Well, as if he didn't have an edge.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he never really said anything about it, but I know he knew that I did it because I hosted his golf tournament for like 15 years. So.
Oh wow!
Oh man!
What about Coach Holtz?
I tell you what, that's a sad story about Coach. He let go by ESPN. But, it's it's one of those things. I mean, I didn't realize the pinnacle of my career was going to be when I was the coach at Cox.
How could you let a guy go that has a 2x4 for a spine?
Geez, I forgot completely about that, Drew. It says you remember Bob Vila did the surgery because I didn't have a spine. I was born with an unfortunate list, but somewhat of a coma over here in my recent age. But these kids, these young cocks, I tell you what, they were just so. I'd probably still be coaching there at University of South Carolina University if it wasn't for the fact that those kids were so young. I mean, I don't know if Trudy remembers, but we didn't. There in those Gatorade containers, these kids were so young. We had formula, so it was.
How's your son Skip doing?
Oh, Skip! I'm not even sure where he is now.
And there wasn't any nepotism involved in Skip getting jobs.
My middle child was Tuma. I didn't know if you were aware of that.
What's his name?
Tuma?
Tuma. Yeah. So you had Skip Tumaloo. So that was her.
Wow.
Sure, this is wow. Not even the courtesy laugh.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that coming. Oh, I was going to tell you, though, was somebody on social media was talking about Emo, and I'd completely forgotten about Emo. Emo took on new life on our show. I mean, Emo became really big, in spite of the fact there's only so many ways to say all those things. Somehow, some way, Emo lived on and on and on and on and on.
And in my son Joey, to this day, too, uses Emo-isms.
Oh, boy.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
For sure, Joey is fantastic. Is he fond of
Chopper Jam?
The cut of life? You know, perhaps. Emo truly is the greatest race car driver in the world. You know, and wouldn't mind showing you that. How you say, perhaps pick the pumpkin patch, you know? He's fantastic for sure.
God. Did you have one that you just didn't like to do, but you felt like you had to keep doing it because the material was good? Was there a voice or one you didn't really want to do?
No, that's a good question, though. Nobody's ever asked me that. I don't think so.
What was your favorite, though? It's got to be Howard, maybe?
Actually, I think Nick.
Nick, yeah.
Yeah, Nick was great.
He's just like every dumbass I ever worked with. I mean, it was just like, you just never had to worry about material with Nick, you know?
And everyone has heard a Nick. Everyone has heard that ass on the radio.
Well, and, not only was he the goof on the radio, but he was also that guy you work with, you know? That you were just always like, what's that guy do? You know? Why is that guy here? Who hired him? What does he do? Why is he living in a car in the parking lot? You know?
I always liked Marge.
Marge,
yeah. Perfect.
Marge was great.
Marge was the best.
That was one of I tell you what, when I interviewed Marge, and one time the Reds came to Indianapolis to play an exhibition game in the middle of the year. They used to do that, and they came to Indianapolis, and so Marge was there. So I'm doing the 5 and the 6 live.
Did Shotzi travel? Did Shotzi the dog travel with Marge?
I don't think Shotzi the dog was there.
Okay.
So, by the way, who names their dog? I mean, that's like me naming my dog Marky.
I know, it's really ridiculous.
Marky. Yeah.
But it wasn't just Shotzi.
No.
Wasn't there Shotzi 1, 2, and 3 or something?
Yeah. She just named them. It's like some Georgia Bulldog mascot. They just keep naming the thing with a letter. So the Red PR guy comes up and says, "Well, Mrs. Schott says she can talk to you at 5:50." Ooh. I said, "Oh, great." So we're getting ready for this, and here she comes in. She comes over and just reeks of Tarringtons. Who smokes Tarringtons? And just everything you could imagine: the yellow fingernails, yellow teeth, and the bad Dutch boy haircut.
Oh, yeah.
So I said, okay, well, here we go. So my cameraman, it's a live shot, so he just got it on his shoulder. And so I said, Marge Schott, owner of the Cincinnati Reds, joins us, and it's really nice to see you. We appreciate you bringing the Reds here for Indianapolis night. Well, honey, I am really happy to be here. And as soon as she said, well, honey, I see that camera on the shoulder start shaking. And I'm hearing in my ear, the control room, and those guys are like, tell Dennis to hold the shot. I'm just going to stop. Right. And then of course, then they're going, oh my God, she's going to start smoking.
Well, I bet she smoked at Riverfront probably whenever, anytime.
Oh yeah. She was all over it. The first time I went, it was like 92 or 93. I went to cover the National League Championship Series in Cincinnati, and I got a hot dog. I'm up in the press box. Yeah, so I got like a hot dog and a bag of chips and a Coke. So I, grab them off the table, and Sky goes, "It'll be $4.50." And I said, "What?" It'll be $4.50. Oh yeah, that's great. Guy behind me goes, "No, really. You got to pay for it here." What? I mean, now it's kind of it's kind of commonplace a little bit more because things are very well catered, and sometimes they charge you for it. But then nobody. Charged, nobody. Especially for Cracker Jack and just crap in a baseball stadium.
She broke the mold.
I'm trying to remember. Didn't she want to eliminate the entire scouting department at one time?
What do these scouts do, honey? I mean, I don't need to know how good the players are on the other team. And why do we need to know what our kids in the minor leagues are doing? Why? We can save a lot of money on that, honey.
Yeah, Marge had a lot of money-saving ideas. I'm trying to think. Scouting department. Well, then she wanted to cut a couple of those guys she called N-words and a couple of high-paid N-words.
Well, how about remember when the umpire died on opening day?
I'm trying to remember.
And Marge re-gifted flowers. Marge had gotten bouquets from fans and supporters and stuff for opening day, and so she's like giving she pulls the card and changes the card and gives them to the umpire's family.
Oh,
I'm so sorry, honey. Happy my deepest sympathy.
Oh, Marge. And then the Nazi regalia. Wasn't she collecting Nazi memorabilia or something?
Really, honey, I thought that the swastika would be much more of a look of a trademark for my team than one of those logos with the batter that nobody seems to know.
What did you like about all that Nazi stuff? What is it? I can't imagine.
Well, Hitler, say what you want, but he was a good leader, honey. And, he was a baseball player. Were you aware of that?
What?
No, I didn't know that.
He went through his entire life with a one-ball count.
Oh, no. Oh, no, don't tell me. It's the corns. I thought her corns were acting up.
My toenails still look like bugles, honey. And those are getting. Once in a while I'll find them at Sam's Club, but they're just. That one got the big screen.
Did you vote for Trump, I guess?
Well, honey, actually, because I'm dead, I went a whole Democrat ticket.
Very good, Marge.
Thanks, honey. Mm.
Hey, let's see, who else would we need to hear from? Mark, Keith Jackson? There's a lot of Bob Hope fans around here, too.
Oh, Bob Hope.
God, you gotta let Bob Hope ladies go. Hey, that Bob Hope special one or something. Every once in a while, you'll be watching some sort of PBS. Isn't that crazy? You see one of the Bob Hope specials come up, ladies and gentlemen, and that's fun. I just saw one the other night. Let me see. Who was my very, very special guest? Hey, it was Mr. Norman Lear, ladies. Hey, how about that hat? And that's something. How about that olive hat? Archie Bunker, isn't he crazy?
It's the voice going up and down that just kills me. Yeah, the low part. I love the low part.
It's like the thing you don't realize about Hope until you hear it, that he did that.
Well, then, our Bob Hope always hit on the chicks real hard. And I didn't realize until I read a couple books that Bob Hope was just as bad.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I got that book. I couldn't believe it.
He was horrible.
He was, and he was a dick to all the people who worked for him, too.
Yeah, that was too bad.
I mean, so a Greek. Hey, isn't that crazy? So, no. Wait a minute. Move the car. Move the car. Here, 2 cars.
Poor cue card guy.
Oh, man. I just remember the was the lowering into the swimming pool? Was that the get in the diving board?
Oh,
that's a Bob Hope joke, wasn't it? You don't go into the swimming. All the fat jokes. Wasn't that Bob Hope in SkyCrib? Have I lost my mind?
I think so.
Bob?
Bob, all right? Bob?
We lose TC?
Oh.
Sounds like he's still there.
Huh.
You still there? You fucking with us?
I'm really worried.
Hey, are you there, ladies and gentlemen? Hey, sorry, I had to change my depend. Hey.
Oh, you had me, man.
Hey, so a Roman walked into a bar. And he held up 2 fingers and he said, "I'll take 5 beers." Hey, explanations available on the George Gobel Show right after. Hey, man, something. And he's Chris. Hey, Miss Joey Heatherton is trying to
I think Mark's operating without his usual lists. I'm convinced, but they're coming back to him.
Well, I think the only other one we need to hear from is Howard.
Oh, what about Keith? Come on.
Mr. Keith Jackson.
Keith Jackson.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Keith Jackson. Which one was it? Here's number 1, Duffy. Pretty. You better believe it. Oh, my birthday. Oh, Mr. Keith Jackson just woke up from one of them troubling humper dreams now. I'm standing there, and Mr. Frank Bros was there wearing nothing but a pair of them Reveal coaching shoes. He had his razorback ready. Yes, indeed, I did it. You better believe it. Oh, he was a horse. Oh.
Those Homa dreams are getting awfully frequent.
You better believe it. I tell you what, Mrs. Kip Jackson's not going to be doing any kind of touchdown dance to the end now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But I'll tell you. Well, I'll tell you, Mr. Kip Jackson's been approached by the good people at Viagra.
The people where?
Viagra.
Viagra.
The little blue.
Viagra.
Little blue pill.
You say Viagra again?
Viagra.
Viagra. Well, that'd been quite an endorsement, but that would have been a little controversial, maybe.
Oh, just put one of those Viagras down, 5, 10, 15, 25. Oh.
I still don't know how he's going to...
little donkey was taking a ride now.
I don't know how he's going to endorse the product when he says it like that.
Viagra.
I'm convinced he's never said that.
He got to the end of his career. And you're going, what'd he say?
I know.
What?
Yeah, it was bad. Viagra.
Oh, tell you what, Bob Greasy. Oh.
Keith?
Huh?
I think he dozed off.
He's at the old sportscast business. Hello again to everyone.
All right. Yeah. Howard.
What?
It's great to talk to you.
Who the hell is calling me at this hour? Don't you realize that this is the Wheel Jeopardy hour?
The Wheel Jeopardy hour, that's right. I'm sorry.
When I simply clean up here at the old sportscast.
No, I'm sorry about that, Howard.
Hold on. Who is that? All right. Please, again.
I don't know if Howard will remember this, but there was a trivia question that was asked in the Stump Howard segment, and the person had the right answer, but he mispronounced the last name and referred to him as Rusty Kuntz instead of Rusty Kuntz.
Of course, I remember. I've never forgotten anything that's ever happened to me in my life. And the young man answered Rusty Kuntz, and I immediately replied, never met one.
Brilliant, Howard. Just brilliant. Hey, is Muhammad Ali, have you bumped into him again, I would think, maybe?
Oh, he's been up here, you know. Every hand he sees, he shakes. Oh, you Scott. Hang on.
Okay.
For God's sake, put some clothes on. I'm on the radio. Lady Godiva coming by.
Lady Godiva.
Writing secretariat.
What's the chance of that, my God?
Well, you know, I mean, they're all up here, for goodness sake.
That's wild.
Lots of arrivals since we last spoke.
Yes. Many.
So many arrivals.
Any surprises of who's up there?
Well, a couple. Mussolini.
Yeah.
He played the victim card pretty well.
Yeah, that's a shock. Mussolini. Damn.
He didn't know. He claims he didn't know.
Someone believed him.
He didn't know. How about a lot of rock stars up there now?
Yeah, this year.
Last year.
Quite a few, of course. Michael Jackson just incessantly playing over in the children's section.
I'm sorry. That's terrible.
Drives me nuts. But yes, we've had quite a few. Of course, we're looking forward to the Beatles.
The Beatles reunion. Did Prince make it up there?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh. Wow.
There's no such thing in heaven as the color purple.
What about David Bowie?
David Bowie, not unlike his life on Earth, is going both ways. 6 months here, 6 months down.
No shit. Wow. Is he still reinventing himself? Can you do that?
Of course. He first got up here, he was playing the organ every Sunday. Now he's talking with the Buffy Piper. Well, sometimes it's just stupid.
Oh, man.
I got an email today that asked me if I was going to start reading the phone book.
Reading the phone book.
Reading the phone book. Do you remember when I was like, okay, you got me. I don't know what you're talking about. And the guy said, when you were George Blaha, you would just start reading the phone book.
That's right. I forgot about that.
I forgot about that completely.
I have to believe there's supplies that you used to have. Didn't you? Must have had some master list of every word for Emo's use for certain things. You had hundreds of ways of describing screwing or.
Yeah. I did.
Yeah, I thought so.
Now, George Blaha, I did. I used to just take the yellow pages and somehow tie in different stuff. And I can remember doing plugs for businesses around, and you guys would get the freebies, and I would never get crap.
Yep, George is still doing it, man. He's still out there.
Is he really?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, yeah.
Still doing Michigan State football, Michigan State basketball. He doesn't. Wait, yeah, he does do basketball, doesn't he?
No, he doesn't. Does not do basketball.
Pistons. That's right. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he couldn't do that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, and Fred's doing the Cavaliers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I know LeBron.
It's dead on.
So, I'm pretty excited. I've never been more excited in my life. Sure.
I cannot fucking believe anyone can impersonate Fred McCloud.
It's dead on. That lack of excitement.
That is really good, man. You never did that before.
LeBron takes it on the drill drive. Seriously, he just took off from half court and dunked over his head. Cavaliers lead by 2.
I'm dying to know,
amazing.
when did you just do Fred McCloud tonight? Because I swear to God, I've never heard you do Fred McCloud. Did you stumble into that one?
Maybe I did. I mean, I just started thinking about when we talked to Fred.
Jesus,
it would always be so funny because I would talk to you and Drew. I mean, Drew and Mike a lot, and then once in a while Trudy would be in there, and sometimes Trudy was not.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
but if you were Trudy there, I would know that immediately.
Really?
Because you'd say something. And, TC would fall into his ladies' man.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
But I would do like 10 or 12 minutes, and then all of a sudden Fred would go, hey, TC, what'd you think about the Lions game? It's like, hey, Fred, Where you been, Fred?
Fred, by the way, was we talked about this a little bit. Fred was really a bad sport when we played softball. He really, I mean, it's amazing when a 40-year-old guy gets that pissed off at a softball game, but he really would get seriously pissed if he popped up or something.
Really?
Yeah, really. I mean, he would chuck bats, and you didn't want to talk to him.
Saved all his energy for that.
Yeah,
that's weird because he's like one of the nicest humans on earth.
No, he is. He's really nice, and I think I remember his wife getting on his ass a little bit, and he started to calm down at the end of the season. But yeah, he was a hothead on the baseball field. Did you talk to Fred at all?
No, I haven't seen him for years.
What basketball?
I used to see him when I was doing TV sports because he'd be in town for the games every once in a while, but. It's been a long time since I've gotten to see him.
Hey, what work did you do on broadcast? Because I'd forgotten I certainly would have thought you could do play-by-play or color, but did you do much color or play-by-play on? I mean, do you ever do Indiana games or Pacers or stuff like that?
No, I did Colts preseason.
Okay.
And I was on their radio broadcast for 3 years, but I wasn't doing play-by-play. And then I would do some periodic college basketball, like Butler.
Uh-huh. Cool.
And, their old conference, I would do some of that once in a while. But most of the time, my schedule kind of kept me from doing that stuff. And then I did the first World Baseball Classic.
Oh, wow, yeah.
When you mentioned the Colts, it just reminded me... I forget you've been out of work for 5 years. I was going to ask you about Jimmy Irsay. He's had an interesting few years.
Yeah.
Man. How long was that? I mean, was that bad when you were still working, or is that something he just kind of lost it here lately? I mean, did you know he was having some problems?
Yeah. I mean, he's had different kinds of issues through the years. Yeah, and. I mean, you knew how he grew up. So
yeah, I knew how he grew up.
Yeah. So that's
that was
caused that.
Absolutely crazy. I mean, his father. I don't know. Did you talk to Bob Irsay much?
I talked to him, and whether he was receiving the signals, I don't know.
His mother called him the devil on earth. I mean, he was a royal, just a first-class son of a bitch. He stole his father's business, basically. He worked with his father, and he branched off, and he stole all his father's customers and put his father out of business.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, he was bad.
Jesus.
And he was a multi-millionaire. And, we're playing football one day, and Jimmy says, yeah, my dad's going to buy the Rams today. What? Are you kidding me?
What?
Yeah, and he's going to trade him for the Colts.
Trade team.
He is not. And sure enough,
I mean, I remember you telling me that story one time, and it's like, who says that? And then it happened.
I know.
Who does that? Yeah.
It was nuts.
I mean, who trades a team in a market like L.A. for one in Baltimore? And yet... and yet, really, he kind of fell into it. I mean, it's like that was not bad because the Rams just never even they kind of fell from grace after that.
Yeah, it all worked out, but just the idea that he would be bragging to his son about this stuff was just kind of killed me. And his mother was a complete. I shouldn't say this stuff.
Too late.
Too late. Oh well. His mother was not. She was a little rough. Put it that way. You probably knew his mother.
Not at all.
Not at all? Oh, okay.
No, by the time they got to Indianapolis, she was out of the picture. So, I knew his second wife, who died probably in the last year or so.
She must have been significantly younger than Bob Irsay, I'm guessing.
No, only 30 or 40 years.
Oh, okay. That's not bad. We got to move on, Mark, but I tell you, man, it's great to talk to you. I'm glad we got all this stuff in. I can't believe it's 25 years. And I can't believe
I know, it's crazy.
You've been retired for 5. I'm so impressed and reading
jealous.
Jealous. Reading up on Drew today, man. I'm excited for you. I'm just sorry you can't go to the games. Hey, Mark, it's so funny. Of course, we haven't done this in a long, long time, but we've gone over again.
What? I was so shocked that you were late calling me.
I knew you would be. I thought for sure you'd make other plans. And thought, they must. They're never late. My God. Yeah, I'm so sorry about that. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart, Mark, for coming on. I really appreciate it. I mean, on short notice, and I know you're retired, and you probably got a million things to do. Maybe not.
No, actually I don't. But, I like you portraying me that way.
Yeah, why not? Well, let's do it again then.
Yeah, anytime. Yeah.
Great
so,
talking.
Trudy, are you just a once-a-week contributor? What's your deal?
Usually on Thursday, yeah. I'm allowed to come on Thursday. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I don't want to get in trouble with your boss, Trudy.
Oh, no, it's Drew who only allows me on Thursday.
Yeah, right.
I know. Seriously, if you start coming in twice or 3 times, we're going to go, well, that podcast, sure do have a lot of fun over there.
Focused on that podcast.
Yeah. No, I do. I was with Ken for a little while on WCS.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Trudy's
he called me a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, Kenny?
Oh,
guy.
that's cool. Yeah.
Trudy's the most steadily employed of all of us.
Oh, for God's sakes.
The only one.
She keeps commercial jobs all the time.
The funniest thing that's happened to me is when I got offered a job in Detroit not too very long ago.
Really?
So I look at the website of the station to see who had the job currently, and it was Drew Lane.
Oh.
What?
Oh, really?
Oh,
at 105.1?
Oh, wow. We would have been in the
I want to
same
hear
building.
this story.
Yeah, bring it, man.
No, I don't, because it's really long.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting.
Oh, that's fascinating.
But it's kind of
It's a teaser for next time.
Yeah, so then I was like, I didn't want to, I wasn't going to. The reason I've always wanted to retire. I thought I would retire when I was 50, and I did it when I was 52. But I would have kept doing it, except that all the stuff we were talking about tonight, we did what we wanted. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but I had about a 20-year period there where nobody ever told me anything to do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Different times now.
Yeah, it was like, hey, you know what? You know how to do this. Do it.
Right.
And if you go too far, we'll let you know. But otherwise, just do your thing.
And we'll have your back
and
if you go too far.
For 20 years, that's pretty much, you kind of get used to doing that. And then all of a sudden, I had like 23-year-olds telling me what to do. Telling me what I needed to do.
Sounds familiar.
And it was like,
oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, John Smintek's waiting, Mark. So we got a boogie. But
all right.
Thanks again, man.
Great to hear from everybody.
Yes.
Mark, Drew.
Thank you,
Trudy.
See you, TC.
Love you all.
Love you. Bye.
Love you, man. Thanks. Thanks so much.
Bye-bye.
The new SkyCrib sound.
Yeah.
It's a chunkier SkyCrib.
It's pretty macho.
God, hearing all those voices, it's wild, man.
I can't believe it's Fred McLeod.
I know, hilarious.
Jesus,
dead on.
Wow,
dead on.
Whoa.
And he
that was phenomenal.
Still do all of them. I don't know why you would think he wouldn't be able to do them, but
yeah. Well, I always used to accuse him of having cheat sheets for MO in particular, and for a couple of his characters. And I think he was drawing a little bit of a blank with MO. Because he had oh my God, he had so many euphemisms.
Yeah.
For genitalia. And
he was
everything.
so good with the trivia, too, with Stump Howard.
Oh, yeah, he was really smart. Yeah. Phenomenal. No, he didn't need any help with that.
I mean, is it common to just jump from one booth to the next? Like he said he just would go out and do a Butler game? Or he would just... I
think he filled in a lot.
Yeah.
I think...
Don't you have to
it's
be
hard, but
incredibly brainy to be able to just do...
he is that. I mean...
Call a game for...
Well, he played basketball, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he played
fairly
basketball.
Successfully.
He was just a store. He was just a warehouse of sports knowledge.
Yeah.
I mean, just an outrageous sports knowledge. And yeah, Stump Howard, he was really good. He was incredible. But I just remembered who he did not do tonight. Davy Jones. That was one. 'Cause I swear to God, I think he stumbled into Fred McLeod tonight. I think he just started doing that, and I think he just realized he had it and kept going. He did the same thing with Davy Jones one day. He just, for some reason, talking about the Monkees, and he just started goofing around with Davy Jones. And next thing you know, there were a couple hooks, and then all of a sudden, Davy Jones was on, every other day. And it was pretty good. Do you remember him doing Davy Jones?
I don't remember. I know.
He was very happy, sunny Davy Jones. That was great. Everything was great.
Yeah. Oh, I remember that. Yeah. Oh, that was Davy Jones.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Should we take a break and do part 2 and start with Sminty?
Sure.
All right, we'll do that. Thanks again to Mark Patrick, and see ya.